This lesson is a quick review of solving systems by elimination. So elimination, we want to eliminate one of the variables. So here's the system: x plus y equals 7 and 2x minus y equals 2. What we're looking for is variables that have the same coefficient, the same number in front, but different signs. So here we have plus 1y and here we have minus 1y. And so when we have that situation, then we're just going to add the two equations together. So plus 1y and minus 1y, the y's will cancel. So now we add 2x plus x is 3x, and 7 plus 2 is 9. So 3x equals 9, divide both sides by 3, and x equals 3. Now we want to plug that back into one of the equations. It doesn't matter which one, but we try to do things efficiently. So it looks like it would be easier to plug it in the top equation. Everything's positive. We don't have big coefficients. So we put the x in for the 3, and we put the 3 in for the x, and we get 3 plus y equals 7. So subtract the 3, y equals 4. Now remember, the solution to a system of equations is a point. So we have to write our answer as a point. We can't just leave x equals 3 and y equals 4. We have to write 3, 4. And then that is the solution to the system. Now here's a system where we don't have two variables that have the same coefficient. When we look at the y's, we've got a 3 and a 2. We're going to try to make the coefficients the same. What looks like something easier to use would be the x and the 2x, because if I just multiply this by 2, now those will both be 2, and that would be easier. But the signs need to be different. So I'm going to multiply that top equation by -2. When we do that, we have to multiply -2 to every term in that equation. So -2 times x is -2x, -2 times 3y is -6y, and -2 times 7 is -14. And now we're going to take the second equation and just bring it over, and now we have the -2 and the +2, so we can add the equations. The x's will cancel. -6 plus 2 will be -4y, and -14 plus 6 is -8. So now divide both sides by -4, and we get y equals 2. So now we want to plug that back into one of the original equations. Doesn't matter which one. But again, we're looking for things that are easier. The top one seems to have smaller numbers because it just has no coefficient for the x. So we're going to plug in the 2 for the y. So x plus 3 times 2 equals 7, or x plus 6 equals 7. And then subtract the 6, and we get x equals 1. So we have an x value and a y value, so we write that as a point. The point is 1, 2, and so that is the solution to our system. And so that's a quick review on solving systems by elimination.